Hey guys, welcome to our spooktacular episode of The Pop Culture Perspective. We're doing something a little bit crazy in honor of Halloween.
A little
We've got our
bit
friend
spooky.
Bob here. We love him, and you guys will love him as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we're going to be doing a bit of a segmented episode for you guys today. We're going to be doing 3 different segments for you. Not 1, not 2, but 3. So our first segment, as a matter of fact, is going to be our favourite designed villains.
Horror
You know?
villains, yep.
Spooky vibes. We love the way they look. Gives us nightmares. It's what Halloween is all about.
Exactly. What is your favourite design?
Absolute favourite?
Yeah. You got like Michael Myers, Jason, you got even Predator, Alien, like all of those sort of villains, man.
See, you just named a bunch of options, but none of them are the ones I want to go for.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, let me tell you. And I've got to specify. Not the original, because the original looks like a motherfucker in makeup. Not the fucking original, but the new and improved Pennywise.
Pennywise, the new one.
Okay. First of all, the guy that plays him, the Skarsgård guy, the way that he
He's-
can just turn his fucking eyes like he's being possessed is fucked up, and I love it.
He is fantastic.
The costume, the makeup, like the huge head with all the fucking orange, it's beautiful. It's immaculate.
Yep.
And I mean, I know it's CGI, but I don't care. When they like open his mouth up and he turns into like
Yeah.
a fucking like demon, or he just grows into like a giant, it's so. I mean, it's terrifying, but it's excellent.
Yeah. I mean, like, he's a clown.
Yeah,
It's a clown and it's freaky, especially when it's like the balloon scenes where he's like the balloon would cover his face and then he just goes out does the smile and shit.
yeah,
Like, it is so good. That actor is freaky,
Yeah.
but in a good way, and he like suits it super well.
and like all the scenes when he like emerges out of like a shadow or darkness.
Yep.
because it's got like the white face and just his glowing eyes. It's so creepy. It's done so well. I love it.
That is, yeah.
So I think that's got to be my number one, my favorite.
Now my one, it might be Freddy Krueger, but that's only because I love Freddy Krueger. But just the design, like he's a burnt up old man,
Yeah.
with the most another iconic thing. Like if you see finger claws,
Yeah.
you think of Freddy Krueger, and the claws what makes his outfit, even the little like, hat he wears,
Yeah.
and just like the sweater, and he's all burnt to a crisp, is excellent.
You know it's done well when they can make like an ugly sweater be like menacing
Yeah.
and iconic.
But like just the claws himself, like
Yeah.
they're so cool. Like still to this day, like no one else has ever dared touch like a claw type
Yeah.
thing,
It's
because
like
it's his.
they know they're not going to do it as well as Freddy Krueger has.
Yeah, and the actor himself is like awesome.
And like it's different for like most villains, you know, it's just their look, but his claws are like an actual accessory as well.
Yeah,
Like they have a purpose, and it's not just a part of his. I mean, it is a part of his look, but it also, you know, has a point to it.
yeah,
Pennywise, he looks cool, but there's nothing about his appearance that has a purpose.
I think his iconic thing though is the balloons, like the red balloon.
Yeah, true.
That's like his staple.
Like him with a balloon is like scary.
Yeah,
I'm running the other way if I see that.
well, like, because Friday 13th, iconic part about him is the hockey mask.
Yeah.
But I think it didn't take until the third movie for him to actually get his iconic mask. Because the first movie, it was about his mum.
Mhm.
The second one is where he shows up, but he still doesn't. He has like a sock, like a white bag over his head. And then I think it was the third one where he finally puts on the hockey mask, and now to this day is like his thing.
Okay, it's iconic, but I don't think it's good.
Do you think it's good? What?
Like, it's just a hockey mask. There's nothing else to it.
Nah, man.
Like,
It's not just a hockey
Anyone
mask.
could do that.
It's not just a hockey mask. No.
Like, it's iconic. I agree with that, but that's because it's like an iconic character from an iconic franchise. It's not like well designed.
But like his mask,
It's so
though,
simple and
when
basic.
when that hockey mask like shows up, you know like who wears it. Like if someone
Yeah,
wears that
because it's
hockey,
iconic, but it's not good. It doesn't look cool. You don't look at that and be like, "Oh, that's a super cool design."
I
Like,
don't know, man.
I wonder
don't
how
know.
they come up
Kinda
with that.
dope. It's
Fucking. Oh
kinda
yeah, I
dope.
really wonder how they come up with that. They put a fucking hockey mask on someone. That's it. That's the whole design process done.
Well, how about
There's no originality or creativity to it.
well, Michael Myers? What do you think about
That's the
his?
same thing.
You don't like
It's
his
a little bit better. Because
don't
at
like
least
his
it's like
mask?
a face mask.
What the?
But it's still like
Nah,
so.
man.
It's so simple, and that's not a good thing.
But that's what makes it iconic, though.
But I'm not
It's
saying
like
it's
this
not
simple-
iconic. It's not. It doesn't look good.
How? You seen the new ones, like the new remakes, like the
Yeah.
2018 and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, did you not like his mask?
No,
What?
it's such a simple and boring design. Like, you're making a horror villain. They're meant to be terrifying. You can be like, you can have as much fun
What
with
you're
it
saying
as
is
you want and
if
be so creative.
if you see him standing just like down a hallway with
Yeah.
that mask on with a knife, you're not gonna be scared.
I mean, I'm not gonna love it, but I'm not gonna be scared of the mask. I'm gonna be scared of like the
No
6 foot tall
way.
fucking beefy dude with a fucking sharp knife. That's what's gonna fucking worry me.
No.
Not the weird mask.
No way, man. Okay, what do you think about like the alien from Aliens,
Now that I like.
the xenomorphs?
Yeah. Like, it's a fun take on what an alien could look like. Because there's like the stereotype look of aliens is just like the big head,
Big
and
head.
the big eyes, and then,
Green.
like a skinny body.
Yeah.
It, so the fact they didn't go with that, and they made something like actually creative and terrifying at the same time.
How about like the face hugger? Like the fucking thing that goes over people's head. What do you think about those? Because they're fucking freaky. Like the face hugger things.
I like the actual look of the alien, like
The fully grown.
you know, like the sharp bit they have. Well, it's not sharp, but like
Oh, like the smooth like
yeah,
skull thing.
like that is such a weird shape for like a face to have.
Yeah.
It makes it seem so like unfamiliar.
But how about the iconic extra mouth in the mouth? How like they open up and then it's like the fucking that's the best I can do. But like
You should be doing like sound effects for horror films. You'd be great.
I should. Well, okay. How about the like Predator? Is the Predator classed as a horror villain, or
I
is
feel like no,
because like I don't.
because they're not really like horror films.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I feel like they're not, but like they sort of sit around that category of like almost horror because themselves is scary,
Yeah,
but like the films they're in is not a scary film.
like I don't know, like you classify it as a scary villain, but I don't know if you could call them like
A horror villain. Yeah. Okay, how about
But it's still a, you know,
still like
if we're just talking about the design's dope.
yeah, I
I
like
like
the
it.
design. How about Chucky, the little fucking doll thing?
I like every time they do something with like a child or something that looks like a child, I like it because kids are creepy. Kids are weird and
That's
creepy
true.
anyway. And when they like turn them into something like Chucky, it's like yeah, I was already like. They were already creepy, and now you've made that. I definitely don't want to fuck with him.
The little fucking Chucky doll. I love like the dialogue Chucky would have. Like because it's like a gangster that's soul is in like a little like toy, like a child's toy. But then he still talks like a gangster. He's still like, "Oh fuck you up, yo," like that sort of stuff, and it's so funny. Just like listening to him, like if like a doll like that was running at me with like a knife and he was saying that sort of shit, I would probably just laugh and then kick his ass. Though I like the like when he takes damage, he's still like blood and shit. Like he's like it's like a gory animatronic because his like soul is in the body.
Yeah.
And like the longer his soul is in the body, the more that I think it's like the body turns into him. Some shit like that.
You said animatronic. What about Five Nights at Freddy's? Are we gonna? That's coming out. Are we gonna call that
That is
a
coming
horror?
out soon. Yeah. It's. I mean, it wasn't. It's not scary. Like the game itself is not scary, but like, yeah. Like, what do you think about their designs? Because there's
I
like
like it.
there's 5 of them.
I don't know.
There's 4 or 5. I don't know. I haven't played Five Nights at like
Yeah,
in ages.
I know it started with like 4 or 5, and now there's like 1 million or something.
Yeah, probably.
But I think the movie's trying to stick to like just the original ones.
Yeah. Would you watch it?
Yeah,
We should go and watch it.
we should. It like, okay, it's not necessarily that creepy of a design, but just like the concept of like animatronic, animatronics, like animatronic animals,
Yeah.
coming to life and like sneaking around and shit. Like that's so creepy.
The jump scares though.
Yeah.
The game is so good.
Like they're not scary to look at, but when they're like when that's jumping at your face, that is.
It's just
definitely
it's
creepy.
just super fucking loud. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, that helps.
Who's your favorite designed?
Of all of them,
Yeah.
definitely not Freddy. Freddy's like basic. Freddy's
Yeah.
a basic bitch.
I think mine's Fox. I think it's Fox. The guy with the eye patch and he's got like the hook.
Yeah, I think I agree.
I think his name's Fox. Again, I don't know. I haven't done it in ages. Watched it or played it in ages. But like, I think he's like the best. There is the chicken, Chica. I don't know.
There
It's
is
like,
one called Chica.
It's like I think it's the yellow chicken one. I mean, the Chica chicken. Like I feel like that one just like I think it's the least scariest one out of all of them.
yeah.
But like I don't know. I think it's just too yellow or something. Like it's too. I don't
There's
know.
too much color in it.
It's
It
too
can't
much
be
color.
A good.
All the other ones, it's
Can't be
like
scary.
you know, Freddy is like a dark brown, Fox is a dark reddish type thing.
Yeah.
And then you just got this fucking yellow motherfucking chicken coming at you. Like it's like, oh, what the fuck, man?
What about like the paranormal villains? Like, you don't really see them usually.
That's the
You
thing.
just
Like,
see like glimpses of them.
Okay,
You
like
see,
the-
their glowing eyes or something.
like the nun from like Conjuring.
yeah,
Like that is literally it's just like nun with like a creepy mouth and like yellow or eyes. I think they're like yellow and
Yeah.
like that's it. Like, but like you never.
I feel like because they don't show them, it's like I'd still consider them to be well designed, because like all you actually
like-
see of them is like just the glowing eyes.
Or, like-
every
like, the
every
shadow.
paranormal villain, you see like the glowing eyes at some point, just in like a shadow. In a
Yeah.
dark room, they're like up on the fucking roof or something, just staring at you with glowing eyes. It's
Okay, what do you think
terrifying.
about like the Annabelle doll? Because you don't really see it. You don't like see it move. It's just creepy. It's just a creepy
Yeah.
doll. Like you see it like in movies where like they open the door and like the kids playing with it, and then the doll just like, and that shit like it's not making a face. The face is not like the eyes are not glowing. The face is just turning, and that's it. But like the doll is just designed so creepily that it's just like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't want anything
I
to
don't wanna
fucking,
go fucking
do with
near
it
that piece
at
of shit.
all. Stuff that, and then like when they, I don't know, they make the doll chase people with some shit. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Like, yeah, if I turn around and I see a fucking doll like it has moved, I don't even need to see it moving. Just if it's moved since I last looked at it, I am fucking
But
burning that shit
you
to
could buy,
the ground.
you could buy like the replica doll things.
Why would you?
Like there's the Chucky one's the only one I would get because that just looks funny. The Annabelle one, because
You're never sleeping again.
I'm not sleeping.
Like, where are you putting it? In your room? You're meant to go to bed and look at that, and then like just turn your head off and go to sleep.
Mate, before
That's
I go,
not happening.
Before I go to sleep, I'm like chaining that shit to the wall. Like
Yeah.
every time I go to sleep, I'm just wrapping that shit in chains.
You're getting like a bunker. I'm hiding in the bunker. The fucking doll can have the house, and I'll be in the bunker.
He can fucking sleep in the bloody bunker. So in that case, though, I think technically Annabelle would be the creepiest. Would be the best designed one.
I don't think so.
You know?
Because, like, I think it's more the concept of the character that
that's creepy,
that's creepy.
but not the design.
Like the actual design of it is just a doll.
I don't know if
Like all dolls look creepy. It's not like they've like made something on their own. They
That's-
just fucking copied like an actual doll
fair enough.
that looks creepy. Like any doll that's aged for like a couple of years is like, yeah, I don't want to mess with that thing anymore.
That's yeah.
Doesn't matter if it doesn't move or anything, doesn't fucking kill people. Like, as soon as it gets a bit of like decay on it and the paint starts peeling off, you're like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, no,
You're
maybe
going,
it's time.
You're going to someone else's home now.
Maybe it's time to get rid of
That's
it.
not my problem anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, in that case, this segment will be over.
Yeah.
Segment 2 will be best villain.
Yeah, that's the one.
Best villain will be
We're
our second
professionals.
segment.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the second segment of today's episode. As we said, we're going to be talking about our favourite horror villains now. Not just
Yep.
their design, but everything about them.
Everything.
What keeps us up at night, dreading to sleep.
Well, I think your favorite sounds like it's going to be Pennywise.
Oh, most definitely. It's my favourite design and it's my favourite villain. I don't care what anyone thinks. It's like, oh, it's a mainstream villain. You know, they're boring. They're unoriginal. Kill yourself. No one cares. They
Well, I mean-
are a dope villain.
They're still original. Because
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's inspired from the novel, but it's
The
it's
novel,
still an original.
And then there's like the very original
Yeah.
It movie. There is 3 parts, I think, to that movie, and I don't know, but we might be getting a third It movie
Hey.
for the reboot.
I'm open to that. I'm not gonna say no.
But I mean, the second one kind of didn't do too well, so
Okay, but here's the thing. I still like the second one. I thought the second one was a great movie.
really,
Pennywise carried, of course, but it's a horror movie. The horror villain is allowed to carry.
I mean, the horror villain should carry, but I think
I feel like because they expanded on his like lore.
that's where they
And,
messed
like-
up.
No, that was what made it good.
Uh
Because it was like, if you're gonna have like 2 or maybe even 3 like It movies, you can't just have him be like a mystery the whole time.
that's fair.
You've got to
I think
slowly unravel and find out like things about him. So to give him like a bit of a backstory and like show him when he was a human. Well, I mean,
he wasn't
like
a human.
before the clown.
Before because he was like originally he's like an alien.
Yeah,
And then I think that's crazy that like originally like he was an alien that like fed off like fear and like
yeah,
every like what do they say like 48 years or some shit like that he like comes back from his slumber to feed more fear,
yeah.
and like that's just nuts. Like that's just crazy, like a crazy concept in my opinion.
And I mean, he doesn't stick to it as, I mean, he kind of does. But I love, like, in the first one, that he hunts kids.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that just makes you, like, so much more, like, evil and creepy. Because you're not going after, like, full-grown people. Or, like, you're not, like, haunting a house
Is
or a
there
family.
I think like it's only like the Conjuring movies that like the entity or like the ghost or whatever is always hunting like adults, but every other killer pretty much only goes for like teenagers or younger.
Yeah. They just want, like, the easy victims. They don't, like, no horror villain likes a challenge, apparently. They're like, nah, we want, like, infants.
We want little.
Give us an infant, they can't run away.
But I love their thing is like it's like oh kids are more successful for like for fear and like for possession and stuff like that, and that's why
Yeah.
they go after kids like every single time.
Yeah.
And it's like damn, must suck to be a kid.
But I feel like compared to like other horror villains, like I'm thinking like the reveal at the end of the first It movie when they go in like into his sewer thing, in
Yeah.
that haunted house, and like there's just all that shit floating and all the kids floating as well.
Oh, that shit was freaky.
Like it actually shows like the scale of what he's been doing. I
yeah,
feel like with most like horror villains, either it's on a lot smaller scale, or if they're like a serial killer and they kill like a bunch of people, it's just like, oh,
it's like
there's another victim,
it's like a singular like,
but it's not
incident.
like it's not like they have like a big reveal and they're like, oh, there's like a pile of bodies, like fucking 50 people high.
Well, like a lot of the time though, it's like it's implied that they've been killing for a very long time.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the like villains that'll be like, oh, it's happening again, like there's gonna be another massacre and
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. So it's implied that the like other horror villains have already done what it has done, but it is just showing us the bodies that he's brought back.
yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
this is kind of what they're going for. Well, because like for Scream, like Ghostface, from the first movie, he kills like, I don't know, probably like 20, maybe like 20 people. But then after that, like every other movie that comes out, like the body count goes higher and higher and higher because they're like, and like everyone remembers like, oh, this incident happened this year, and then now we're on that year, and now we're having a third incident. Like, so like movies by themselves, the body counts are low, but for Ghostface as like the entity, like it kind of like influence everyone to be killing more. So if you put all of that together, like Ghostface just has that many more kills than like say like it does, like the same amount type thing. But like because in it they show the bodies, it looks like he's killed a lot, where other villains do it, but like it's in different movies
yeah.
type thing.
I feel like it's better to show them all,
Yeah,
because then like it's a lot easier to understand like the scale of it when you get shown it. Whereas if you just like hear about it, you're like, oh, they've been killing for 20 years. It's like, okay, big deal.
big deal.
But if they showed you
fair
like
enough.
20 years worth of victims, you're like, holy shit, they're terrifying. I don't want to mess with them.
Well, like, in saying that though, I think my favorite is either Freddy Krueger or Ghostface, because I've watched most recently I've watched like almost all of the Scream movies. I think I need to watch one more, and that's like the newest one of the reboot, the reboot one that came out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I swear when it comes to like horror movies and like horror icons and stuff like that, there's always a reboot on top of a reboot
Yeah, they never
on
let them,
a time
like,
skip
die.
to a reboot. Like it's so confusing. It's like the Halloween series. It goes like 1, 2, 3, and then new timeline 1, 2 goes back to original timeline 3, 4 goes back, and then goes to a reboot timeline that's connected to the first movie, and then it goes from there. And then Freddy, and then like Freddy Krueger. I think that's just I think there's like maybe one reboot movie in 2013. I think it was like 2013 was when a lot of reboots came about, but then you don't see it ever again.
Like that's the problem with some of those characters though, that makes them they're not as good, because like the people making those movies just never let those characters die. Like
they're just so iconic.
I get that they're iconic, and like you know that they're popular, so you'll make money if you make another movie with them. in
Yeah.
it. But it's like let's say you want to be a new fan and you're jumping into this franchise, and you hear that there's like 10 plus movies, then they're all like different timelines,
Yeah.
and some of them are connected and some of them aren't.
I
Like,
guess it
that's
just
so hard to get into.
it depends on just how deep you want to go into it. Like if you just go, oh, I want to start watching Five Nights at Freddy and shit, like you can just do that.
Yeah.
And like they all sort of like try to make sense within the realm of what they can do.
Yeah.
But if you want to go into it deeper, it's like there's like 4 different timelines and maybe 2 movies that connect to 2 different timelines than the timeline they're in.
Yeah.
Like all that shit's just fucking confusing. But without it, it's like perfectly fine as it is. Though like, yeah, with Conjuring is probably the best. I think it's the best horror series that they have, because there's no 50 different fucking timeline. It's legit all one timeline. So, but like there'll be prequels and sequels and all that sort of shit. They do a fat Star Wars.
Yeah.
Goes 1, 2, 3, none, 4, 5. Nun 2, and then somewhere in the middle there's like a other one. They do a fat Star Wars, but that's fine.
It's fine. It works.
It's fine.
As long as it works.
Where other series, like, they sort of ignore what other movies did. I think Scream is one of the only ones where it carries on, but the stories do get ridiculous as it goes.
Yeah, like, I think they need to be willing to
let go.
stop. Yeah, to stop making
But it's
some
just-
of these movies,
Again, it's just
or
so...
at least like give it some time, and then like.
I mean,
do
like, a lot of the time...
proper real reboot, not like, oh, it's a reboot, but it's still connected to some of them. Like, no, like it's brand new.
I mean, a lot of the time when they do reboots, it is like 13 years later. Like, the last one came out, it was like 13 years ago.
Yeah,
Like, I reckon, like, say... I mean, we haven't seen the Jason on the big screen since the reboot 2013 one.
Mhm.
That was 2013. We're in 2023 now.
Yeah.
So I reckon maybe in the next year or two, might hear about another one.
but like, why?
I
There's
don't know.
Like, I also feel like I know that they're still iconic characters, but the more that you make movies of them, like, they're not as good of a character, because it's just like an oversaturation. Even if they do give it like time and a break, like,
It just depends on what, like,
you can't make like 100 years worth of the same character.
watch
You
them.
just can't do it.
Fucking
That they
watch
want
them.
to, and they probably will, but you can't do it because by the time they're at the end, no one's gonna like that character anymore because they're like, oh, there's another one. What's that, like the 75th?
But then, like, if people don't see it for a very long time, they would want to see it again. That's the issue.
But like they can always go and watch like the original ones.
Well,
where it's still
tell
a
the
fresh, new character.
tell the horror fan base that.
I'm telling them. I'm telling them right now.
Because, like, that's the thing, like no matter what, people still want, like, they still want their iconic horror villain back.
No, you've got to give them a chance to make some new villains. Make some new good movies, some new villains, and you'll learn to love them, I promise.
Well, I think the issue with that is, though, new horror villains that come out, a lot of their movies are really shit because they give it like a PG rating.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's
PG
just dumb.
PG horror films in themselves have just jumped up out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and no one wants it because no one
yeah.
wanted to watch a horror movie that's PG.
If you're going to make a horror movie, you need to like commit to it and like be willing to sacrifice like the younger audience, because you're not meant to be making it for a younger audience.
Yeah,
Like, you're meant to be making a good horror movie. It needs like
Yeah.
violence and usually gore and like actual actual horror.
I mean, because there was Megan that came out. That was honestly, it was a very good horror movie. It's a shame that it was PG.
Yeah.
That's a movie where, like, if they didn't make it PG, made it M at least, it would have been so good. I think they said, because originally, a lot of the times though, the studios do make these horror movies for like MA R18, but then like the producers or like the studio or whatever, whoever's paid them to make it, they're like, it's good, but we want to hit the 13-year-old market, so you might have to get rid of like 80% of your horror aspect.
But then, like, doing that, not only does it make the movie worse, but like, it means that there's no opportunity to make new iconic characters. Like Megan, if they were willing to commit to that movie and make it like a proper horror movie, not for kids at all, she could have had the potential to be like
the next Chucky.
yeah, like an iconic villain.
Yeah.
But because they don't, it's like, oh well, we're gonna forget about her now, and we'll make like another Chucky or another.
Well, there's a
Friday
Chucky.
the 13th,
There's a Chucky
like-
TV show.
You see what I mean?
They like. Have you seen that though? Like,
No.
it's like a Chucky TV show. They've moved away from Chucky movies. So the last one was like 2019, and I think, or 2018, and that was really shit. But they're now doing TV show, and I think they got greenlit for a new season. Like, I think a new season's coming out this year or next year.
You can't make a horror TV show.
Well, I mean, like you could. It would just have to depend on what it is, though. Like,
Horror movies aren't like the horror genre is not like really story focused. It's more like character focused.
I think
But a TV show needs to be story focused.
you can get away with it depending on what horror you're going for. Like, for Chucky, it can work because, like, Chucky, like, he tricks people.
Yeah.
So, like an 8-episode movie of Chucky tricking people, making people feel isolated, that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
it can work. But like you couldn't do it for like fucking Jason from Friday 13th. You can't
Yeah.
have a Friday 13th because it's
The
a man.
show.
It's a man walking around with a machete and a hockey mask. Like
Yeah.
that is, you can only make it into a movie. You can't make it into a TV show. If you make it to a TV show, it's like, what's the story?
Yeah.
He chases people around a campsite
You
for
get
8 episodes.
Very old very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't do that. So it just depends on what villain you pick for it.
You know what I did watch though? That like, as long as they don't make any more, because I think if they tried to make any more, it'd ruin the character because there's nothing else you can do with them.
Yeah.
But if they stick to one, the Invisible Man,
Oh, yeah.
such a good like idea. Like
Yeah.
like there's always like, oh, you can't see the horror villain, but this is like you actually can't see the
actually
horror
see
villain.
him.
Like they're not there. I mean, they're there, but they're not there to see.
Yeah.
So you don't see it coming. The characters don't see it coming, and then it's like, oh shit, someone's
'Cause
here
they-
and they're fucking us up.
Like, that's the thing. Like, for the Invisible Man, you know his name is the Invisible Man. You don't know where he is, though. He could be, like, in every single scene.
Yeah.
You just don't know about it.
Yeah,
I feel like, because in that movie, I think he maybe was in almost every single scene, because he followed that chick, like, everywhere.
yeah,
Because, I mean, she thinks, like, they put her in, like, a mental hospital or
Mm.
some shit, because she was like, there's people, man, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, and then everyone's like, you're nuts. So I reckon Invisible Man would be in every single scene in
Yeah.
that movie. But, I think we'll cut it off here.
yeah.
Segment 2 is done. Segment 3 will be, could we survive a night with said villains?
Spoiler alert. No, we can't.
Probably not. But I reckon maybe some we could.
Hey guys, welcome to our third and final segment of the day, of the episode. As we said, we're going to be talking about whether we would survive with a variety of horror villains.
Yep.
I'm betting on no. I don't love our chances.
Alright, so we'll start with this. So, one night.
Mhm.
Alright? An entire night, you have to survive. Setting,
Yeah,
I think it would depend on what villain you will pick.
that's fair.
So, I think we'll start off with your favorite, It.
Yeah,
Like a town.
a whole town.
A whole town. So, like the town, like the one in the movie.
Sure.
So, we'll
Dairy.
Dairy, that's what it's called. So, would you survive one night with Pennywise?
Okay. Now, logic tells me no, but a group of kids did fuck him up. So I
this
feel
is,
like there's got to be a bit of a hope, a bit of chance.
so with this, we don't have to defeat him. We just need to run. That's the,
Yeah.
that's the goal. We can run. Whatever you find on the ground, whatever you think you can use, that's what we can use.
And I feel like with Pennywise, because he feeds off of fear, like
Just
sort
don't be
of-
a pussy.
he's sort of like he'll like toy with you a bit
Yeah.
to try and make you more scared. I feel like if it's just a night, there's a good chance because most of what he's gonna do is like just trying to scare you.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like the whole 24 hours he's like chasing you, trying to kill you.
So in that case though, like he would scare you for a bit, but then he would fucking kill you.
I feel like we've got a chance because the kids fucked him up. But like, I also feel like you might survive because he wants you to. Like he's not ready to kill you yet.
Okay then, but in this scenario, he wants to kill you. Like all these villains, he will still toy with you, but at the end of the night, he still wants to kill you. Would you survive?
Yes.
Still yes,
I'm saying yes.
because a bunch of kids fucked him up.
Yeah.
I think if you're in an open street, like in an open area, I feel very safe.
Yeah. Just
Because-
don't go into a haunted house.
Just don't go into a house. Don't go into an alleyway. Just sit in the middle of the road, because like then you will see him coming at you,
Yeah.
and then like I think I'll still be scared because he's a freaky ass clown.
Yeah.
But like I feel like my fear won't feed him enough that he would straight up obliterate me.
And like with all his mind games, like if you're just in the middle of the street, there's not that much he can do
Yeah,
to like try and trick you or like to scare you that much.
exactly. So I think I would say yes. I
Yeah.
could survive him.
Yeah.
Now,
But if he opens up his mouth and gets like the million shark teeth, I'm done. I'm out.
you reckon? You reckon?
I'll just accept defeat at that point.
and you'll just run into his mouth.
Yep. I'd rather just die quickly.
So I'll just uppercut him and kill him instantly.
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
and your whole fucking hand gets cut up and slices off because he's got a million teeth.
that's fine. I'll snap his neck. I'll kill him instantly. I'm a
Yeah,
god
sure.
like that.
Yeah, sure.
So he's dead. I'll
Yeah.
kill him.
I find that difficult to believe. I think.
Okay, how about let's go with Chucky. Now, setting of Chucky will be in an enclosed area, so it's not a massive area. Let's just say the Chucky like toy factory from the first one. There was like a toy factory, and it's like all the Chucky dolls. That is your arena. You have
I'll
to
fuck
survive one night.
I'll fuck him up.
He's got a knife.
I'll fuck him up.
You reckon you would still fuck
He's
him
so
up?
small. I will just stomp on that motherfucker. Kick.
But
Go flying.
I guess though he will have a bunch of sneak attacks, and because the area itself is very closed in,
Yeah, but he's just a little shit.
he's just a little shit.
Like, yeah, it's like asking me if I could fuck up a toddler. You know, a toddler's not going to kill me in a night. I might kill the toddler. So maybe I'll be the fucking horror villain by the end of the night. And Chucky will be my first fucking victim. I'm fucking Chucky up.
Yeah, I think
I feel like the people Chucky fights are just like useless. like, you're fighting a little kid. Get your shit together and fuck him up, please.
a little kid with like a knife. Yeah, I think I'd fuck him up. I think I'll kick him so hard that I'll fucking send him to the next universe.
The only chance he's got is if like he's just really good at sneaking up on you and he gets like a lethal knife shot. Because if it's like one-on-one combat, you and a fucking like little doll, little fucker, I'm picking that bitch up and fucking drop.
Well, that's
kick.
why I said like a very enclosed, like there's lots of places to hide type area, and like in his factory there'll be other Chucky dolls that he can hide with. So do you still think in that area you still like fuck him up?
Yep. I'll fuck up all the other dolls as well. I'll just get bored and fuck them all up.
Fair enough.
One of them's gonna be the real one.
I'm sure you could find like a pole somewhere and just like hit every single fucking thing you see.
Yeah.
Fair
Chucky's
enough.
an easy win.
Yeah. I would kick him like a footy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make footy, like I'm gonna make stack dolls up and make a footy post, and I'll use Chuck as my fucking football.
I think that's a great idea.
Kick his ass.
Kill him.
For the next villain, let's go Freddy Krueger. Now, with Freddy Krueger, it depends, because his whole thing is you can only see him when you're asleep. Like when you're asleep, he's in your dreams.
Right.
So in this scenario, it would just be you have to stay awake, pretty much. Because as soon as you fall asleep, you're dead. But let's say he's been haunting you for the past 3-4 nights. So you haven't slept for at least 4 nights. And this 5th night is the last night.
Okay.
Will you be able to stay awake?
Hear me out. Macca's is open 24/7. I go to Macca's. I'm getting coffees all night. I'm sorted. The
So
6th
we-
night, maybe I'll die, but the 5th night, I'm good.
Okay, fuck it, we'll go for the 6th night then.
I mean, if I can't stay awake anymore, like if I'm asleep and I've got to survive, then no chance. He's fucking me up. If the challenge is just I have to stay awake, I can do it.
Because that's the thing with Freddy. I think without him, because he's like a dream person, you just have to stay awake. Like, in that case, how long do you think you can stay awake for? Like, how long? Like, Because, like, if you fall asleep it doesn't matter what time of day you fall asleep. As soon as you fall asleep and start dreaming, he's in your dreams, and he will most likely kill you.
4 or 5 days, I'm good.
So you reckon you would survive 5 days?
Yeah. 6th day, I'm dead.
5 days straight of staying awake?
Yeah.
No way!
There's drugs. I'm not saying I'm going to do it like just sitting here not sleeping for 5 days. But if I'm going around, if I'm keeping myself busy, plenty of caffeine, plenty of fucking cocaine, like I'll be fine.
So you're just gonna live as much the normal life as possible.
I'm just going to be a junkie. I'll be fine.
But you're gonna pass out, and if you pass out, you're gone. Like he'll still get you.
No.
You
I'll be fine. Once I'm asleep, not a chance. He's killing me. I can happily say that.
Like that's the thing. For Freddy, it's just like how long can you actually stay awake for?
Yeah.
Because if it's like a night, I could pull an all-nighter. I could do from the start of the fucking day all the way to the next fucking night. You know, like I can do that. Personally, I can do that. But for Freddy, I mean, we'll just say, how long do you think you could survive? No matter what, you're gonna die at some point.
Yeah, because as soon as you fall asleep, you're not surviving then.
We'll change it. He's not in his dream world. He's just chasing you with finger knives. Do you think you can survive an entire night?
No.
Still no?
Do you think you can survive a night if Wolverine was chasing you? I don't think so.
Fair enough. Okay, how about Jason for Friday 13th?
Yeah, I reckon.
You think he can survive?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
I'll just laugh at his costume and he'll get sad.
I think he'll fucking send you, honestly. I think he'll slice you in half.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I think, yeah.
So, at a night, you like, in this we'll say Crystal Lake, which is his hunting ground.
Mm-hmm.
A forest, basically, next to a lake. Do you think you can survive?
No.
No?
Not a chance.
I think like the fucking nature would kill me before he does, to be honest.
You just trip over like a fucking branch or something and break your fucking arm.
I think the nature would just kill me. If it's in an urban area, like there's streets and shit,
Maybe you got a chance.
I think you could survive longer.
Like in a fucking dense forest? No.
Fuck that. You're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead.
You're not even making it to like midnight. Like he's getting you quick.
How about Five Nights at Freddy? You're in there.
I'm good with technology. I'll be all over those cameras. I'll be fine. I'll be like, I see you. I see you in the kitchen.
So you basically just be in that. Well, because
that's how it works, isn't it? Like if you see them on the camera, like they have to stop. They don't move when you're looking at them.
I don't know.
So I'll be fine.
I think that's it. That's just game mechanics, though.
You just get like a big 3-screen monitor, like a big gaming setup. It's got all the cameras on there. You're sorted.
You're just fucking
scanning. Just for a night, you'll be fine. I'll be chilling. I'll be there with like a bag of chips. I'll be happy.
Okay, but if we think about it in the concept of like, because the movie's coming out, like
Yeah.
it's not the movie's not going to be a guy just sitting on a camera. Like those animatronics will be coming at him.
We don't know that. Oh, in the trailer, he's sitting at a computer.
Of course, he has to sit at that fucking thing. It's like a homage to the game. Like it's like, but in the movie, like it's not going to be a fucking hour and a half movie with him sitting in that fucking room looking at cameras. Like,
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
I swear to fuck, if that's the movie, I'm gonna walk out so quickly. I'm gonna give that shit fucking 0 out of 10. But okay, in this scenario, it's not like the game. Like they can still move around. We'll say
I don't think they're that big of a threat though. Like they're animatronics.
yeah, but like they can still fucking kill you.
Yeah, but like if you don't put up a fight, sure.
They're fucking. What are you gonna do? Punch it?
Well, yeah.
It's robot.
Okay, you punch into it, you pull out some wires, you fucking kill
Who do
it.
you think you are? How strong do you think?
It's not like flesh you're punching through, it's like fucking fur.
Yeah, but they still got a metal layer, a metal exoskeleton.
Nah, I'll be fine.
So what you're saying is you're gonna walk up to like Freddy and just fucking like through his chest.
If that's what it takes. That's
What the fuck? No, you're dead.
the hardest choices.
You are dead. Like they're metal. Their exoskeleton is metal. They wear fur over because can you imagine a bunch of robots just going beep beep beep? Like kids will be freaked out.
Yeah, that'd be more of a threat than with the fur. The fur makes them weak
How does the fur make them weak?
because they don't look as scary.
See, if you said like I'll toss some water on them, I would believe that because I don't know, are they waterproof or not?
Yeah, true. What if you just bring like a hose?
A fucking hoe.
Just spray them with water.
I mean, like,
You can do that from a safe distance. You'll be fine.
well, this scenario, it's just like all of these are just like you're just walking in there and like that's it. Like you're not bringing shit with you.
Nah, I'll be fine.
No way. You're
Freddy Fazbear's not fucking me up today.
fuck off. You're dead.
I'm good.
You're dead.
I'm happy.
I
chill.
would die. There's like five. There's like 4 of them or 5 of them. However,
You're an idiot though. You just let them kill you.
fuck off.
Oh, this is fun.
This is
That's
fun.
what you'd say.
Oh, I thought you're gonna be just like fucking Captain America,
Yeah.
fucking punching through robots.
Yeah, I'll be using my vibranium. I'm sorted.
You're fucked. You're gonna die
That's an
first.
easy
If me and you were in this situation, all right, we're in 2 separate locations. I'll survive longer than you because you would think you could just punch through their fucking chest and rip out some wires. I'll be like running around juking them and shit.
I like my chances.
You're fucked.
Nah.
You are so fucked. Okay, how about Ghostface? This scenario, we'll say a mansion. We'll be like I was gonna say like a house, but a house would be too small, and he would definitely kill you. So we'll say
mansion?
a pretty decent mansion. You can't leave the mansion, so we'll go.
You
like,
could hide.
You can hide, yeah, but Ghostface can also just find you and.
Well, yeah, if he does find you, but it's a mansion. There's a lot of places to look. I'm flexible. I could get in a tight little gap somewhere.
Yeah, but you're a monkey, so you won't be able to figure that shit out.
I can climb shit. I'm sorted. In a mansion, I like my chances.
Okay, how
In
about
just a regular house, no, he's fucking me up. Definitely.
I think I could fuck him up. If in a regular house, I think I can fuck him up. He's still human. He's only human.
I guess.
Like, okay, say in your house is a decent size. I'm running straight to the kitchen and I'm grabbing myself a fucking kitchen knife and we'll fucking stab it out, man.
But imagine a mansion. They probably have like a katana sword on like the shelf somewhere.
They probably would.
I mean, if it's in America, they probably have a fucking gun.
That's
It's
true.
even better.
This mansion just has no weapons.
No, I'm hiding. I'm not gonna try. and
You're
hide
hiding?
him. I reckon I can hide him. It's just for the night, right? It's not like I'm gonna hide forever.
Yeah.
I just gotta hide for the night. And once the night's
Honestly,
over, he's
I'm
not
gonna
looking for
camp
me
at a
anymore.
fucking doorway with a knife. Like I'm going straight to the kitchen and I'm finding a random ass room that it's like, there's only one way he can come through.
Yeah.
There's no windows, no nothing. And as soon as he like opens that door, I'm fucking charging him, stabbing the shit out of him. I'm just going. I want to switch this shit. I'm gonna like take his mask off and put it on myself and just fucking.
Okay, so you're a serial killer.
I will fucking turn
It's
into one.
good to know.
If someone breaks into my house, I will fucking kill them. I will grab a knife and I'm camping, man. I play Call of Duty. I play Black Ops 2. I camp around
the
Call.
strategies.
I know the strategies, man. I'll put some claymores down just in case.
That's fair enough. Yeah, he doesn't have anything like special about him or anything supernatural.
He's got a knife.
You can beat him.
He's just got a fucking dumbass costume. I'll kick his ass.
Yeah,
I will.
You got a good chance.
I got a good chance. You're gonna hide though.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide. I got a better chance.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Because if you fight him and you lose, you're dead.
Yeah, but what happens if he finds you? You can't fight.
Says who? I can still fight him once he finds me. So I got the 50-50 chance of him not finding me and the 50-50 chance of beating him in a fight. So really,
Yeah,
it's
well,
the
I've
50
got-
and the 50.
well,
It's a
guess-
100% chance of success.
What the fuck? That does not work like
That's quick
that.
maths.
No, it's
That's
not.
quick math.
Well, I've got a fucking 99% chance of fucking winning, so I'm taking my chance and I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm killing him. He's dead. I don't care what you say. He is gone. Okay, how about fucking Halloween? He's he's like 7 foot.
What's the setting though? Like a house or like the whole town?
We'll say town.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You reckon?
Whole town?
I mean, he managed his fucking
Like
town.
half the time they got to find him in.
Well, I mean, sometimes in the movies, I guess it depends on what movie. Like a lot of time, he's just like teleports everywhere.
My man just walks. You get a car, keep an eye on him. You're just quicker than he is. You're fine.
Or just drive backwards. That's all you
Yeah.
can see him.
Like, he's not going anywhere.
Well, I mean, whose car are you fucking using though? You're just gonna find a random car
Hey, I've got a whole town. I'll find a car somewhere.
that has a key and shit.
Yeah. Hey, if I tell someone like, oh, a serial killer's chasing me, you're telling me they won't like let me follow their car for the night?
You can't fucking do that though.
Why not?
It's an empty town.
It's an empty town.
Yeah, it's you and him.
It's a completely empty town. Do you think I can't break into a car? I'll be fine.
And what? You're gonna fucking hotwire a car?
Oh, it's an empty town. The keys will be in the house. I'll go in the house.
So
get
you're gonna
the
break
keys.
into that house?
Yeah.
You're gonna just have to hope that he doesn't rock up to that house.
That one specific house in a whole town.
Yeah.
I like my chances.
Fair enough.
They're pretty good odds, I reckon.
How about the alien
Oh, fuck no.
from Alien?
Never.
We'll say
I'm dead.
in this one. I mean, I feel like it doesn't matter what fucking.
I'm not making like an hour.
Not an hour.
No, I'm dead.
Spaceship. How long do you reckon you would live for? Because you ain't living. I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now. You're dead.
Uh,
Spaceship. Like a big fucking the Venator. Let's say that.
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
And I'm dead.
How about a town?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. A forest? Fucking 2 minutes,
Yeah.
honestly. That you ain't outrunning him.
No.
You have to like maybe hide.
But like it's a forest. Like
There's not many places you can hide.
they can sense you, can't they?
Probably.
I don't know.
They're smart enough. They'll find you. They'll
They'll
fucking
figure it out.
They'll
They can
fucking-
track you.
probably. Dude, if that's not gonna kill you, the fucking face huggers will. They will just find you somewhere.
Yeah. You're
Dude,
not,
even
you're not-
like the fucking
you're not
worm, like the worm version of them, like when they're like growing and they start off as like the worm. Even that thing would probably kill me.
I don't think there's any like situation or scenario or setting where you're like surviving.
Dude, even if honestly, even if they give you a gun, I don't think you're not surviving.
Yeah, you're gone.
With everyone else, I think if they gave you a gun, you have a chance of surviving.
Yeah.
But like, fuck no.
With them?
The xenomorph, no. They're so sneaky that you will just die.
Yeah. Like a gun's not gonna do shit.
I think Forest, I would die probably in like maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Spaceship, yeah, no. I think maybe 10 minutes. It depends where they are.
Yeah.
Depends where you spawn.
Depends how close they are to you.
The Venator's kind of big. I don't know. If they're in the hangar and I'm in like the control thing, like that's a long distance.
It's basically just however long it's gonna take for them to get to you.
Yeah,
It's got nothing to do with your abilities. You're dead. As soon as they find you, you're dead.
they're quick. They're fucking 10 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
A town. Again, I think it would just depend on how quickly they can get to you.
Yeah.
I think if I find maybe like a fucking... Like, you can hide. Like,
But I feel like they'll still they'll track you.
they will still, like... If their sole purpose that night is to find you and fucking murder you, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, you're gone.
There's
I don't
no-
think you
There's
can
no
survive.
way that you survive it. There's nothing you can do.
Okay, how about what's his, like, Annabelle? You're in...
I'll be fine with Annabelle. I told you already my plan. I'm getting a bunker. Annabelle gets the house and I'm in the bunker. I'll be fine.
We'll say it's in fucking the the real people of the Conjuring, but like how like the movies are like based on their interactions.
Yeah.
They have like a house full of like haunted items that they took from their things. Their house, I think it's like a miniature like mansion. It's not quite as big as a mansion, but it's not small enough to be a house.
I'll be fine.
You reckon you'd be fine?
Yeah.
Against Annabelle?
Yeah. It's a doll. Like,
Man, the doll is not the fucking
she
creepy.
only moves when you're not looking at her. If you just stare at her all night, you'll be fine.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. I don't think so. I think you're dead.
I don't need a blink.
Yes.
I don't need to blink.
Yes.
I just stare at that bitch all night.
Okay.
If she gets closer, I'll like take a step back and I'll keep staring.
Honestly, if I see that doll, I'm running at it and I'm just gonna kick it and hope that like if when I'm hitting it, it can't do shit. Like,
What if you just like lock her in the fridge?
I probably still could get out.
Like, can you open a fridge?
Well,
from the
okay,
inside?
I don't think it's not the doll that's like the bad part. It's like the entity that's attached to the doll.
Yeah, but it's got to move through the doll.
Not necessarily, no. Not Annabelle, because Annabelle like there's scenes in Annabelle where it's like the doll, and then like people get dragged, but like you still see the doll. The doll is not dragging it. The doll's like sitting in a chair.
Or what if you trap the entity in the fridge with Annabelle?
How the fuck are you gonna do that?
I don't know.
You can't just pick him up and fucking throw him in the fridge.
Flash screen?
What?
A net?
A net?
I'll be fine.
You're dead.
Annabelle's not a threat. I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Okay, how about the nun?
Yeah, the nun's a different story. The nun, I'm not lasting long. Any, like, other than Annabelle, because it's a fucking doll. All, like, the supernatural paranormal ones, where, like, they've got, like, just fucking special abilities, you're not lasting long.
Would you survive the Whipping Angels from Doctor Who?
It's fucking Doctor Who. I'll survive anything with Doctor Who.
The Whipping Angels are like the stone ones, and then, like if you look away, like they get closer.
Yeah, if you look away. I told you. I don't need to blink.
Fuck off!
I don't
You
need
are
to blink.
blinking.
I'm just gonna look at those
You're gonna spend
motherfuckers.
an entire night staring
No,
at something.
blinking doesn't count. Like, if you blink when you're looking at them, they're not gonna move.
Yes,
It's when you actually look away.
No, when you blink, that's
Well,
their whole thing.
I'll be fine. I promise.
You're dead.
I'll, like, tape my eyes, like, open.
Because like as soon as you can't see them, they move at like they're quick. They're like the fucking Flash, man. As soon as you blink, they could be like right in front of your fucking face. And if you blink again, you're dead.
Yeah, but, like, every time you need to blink, you just, like, take a step back first.
How many step backs do you think you need to take though?
I mean, as many as it takes. You only gotta last the night. You can keep. You
I
do
feel
like
like you don't
laps around the area.
I feel like you don't understand how long a night is.
I'll be fine. Like, if it's something where I just have to look at it, it can't hurt me if I'm looking at it. I'll be fine. It might be boring, but I'll be fine. Like, what are they gonna do? Sneak up on me? No. I'm looking
As
at them.
soon as you blink, yeah.
I'm fine. I promise you. I think you blink too much. That's your problem.
My fault.
That's your biggest weakness.
Blinking.
Yeah. That's why you're not surviving any of these fucking...
I think your biggest weakness is you don't understand how quickly they will kill you. You don't understand like the danger you're in. For fuck's sake, you think you could punch through fucking metal for fucking Freddy? Oh, not Freddy. Fucking
Yeah. I think not blinking is more believable than that, so... I'm fine.
you're so cunted. You're so fucked. Okay, how about this? A fucking vampire. Don't know a movie that... I mean, there is movies with vampires, but I don't know one from thing. But we'll just say a vampire.
Hotel Transylvania.
Then yes, you're definitely surviving.
I want to go there. That looks like a fun place. Like, I know it's all, like, monsters.
Monsters.
I don't care.
I mean, it makes sense. You are a monster.
Exactly.
So...
I could blend in. I just jump in like the slime guy. The jelly guy.
Will you just suffocate?
Well, okay.
So even you won't even survive Hotel Transylvania.
Like-
You do something dumb like that, jump to the jelly guy and get stuck in him and suffocate.
Nah, I'll jump. I'll leave my head out though.
So everyone
It's
can
like
just
my torso's inside of him, just chilling, nice and warm, swimming around, and then my head's like out in the world, getting some oxygen.
so the vampires can just walk up and suck your blood. Or like the zombies or like the werewolves can just walk up and go, "Oh look, free food," and tear your head off.
No, I'll just hit him with the Fisher Friends, not food. Don't eat me, motherfucker. And then they'll be like, alright, I respect it.
You're so dead.
You never try to
You
reason with these villains. That's your other issue. You just assume that they don't like you and they want to kill you.
That's the scenario.
Maybe they're just lonely and they want some friendship, but everyone runs away from them. I don't want to run away from them. I'll be their friend. It's just for a night. I'll be everyone's friend for a night.
For a night?
If it keeps me alive, I'll be friends with fucking anyone.
Good luck with that. Because some of most of these villains are just here to murder you.
That's alright.
You're going to be still friends with them?
Yeah. They're trying to murder me because I don't want to be their friend. If I'm their friend, the murderous intent goes away.
You're so fucked. You're so fucked. This man ain't living anything. You're gonna turn out like Bob or whatever this guy's name is, dead like a skeleton.
Don't talk about Bob like that. Bob was a great guy.
Who was a great guy? I wonder what killed him. He tried to punch a fucking metal bear. Probably got his neck snapped or some shit.
No, he jumped too far into the glue guy. That's why he's making that face. He's gasping for air. But he can't breathe.
Oh, fuck it. We're gonna end this segment off here. This will be the end of the episode.
Yeah, we'll end it off with Bob.
With fucking Bob being in a jelly thing.
We hope you've all enjoyed.
Yep.
Hope you have a fun and spooky Halloween.